George Cavaligos from the floor of the CME Group for Mr. Top Step. Today's commentary, it's all about options. Today is a big battle going on in the Treasury options. Tomorrow, Friday, on the close, is the expiry of the June Treasury options. Over the last couple months, we have seen a big seller of the June 122 calls. They have also sold some lower strike puts, but we're going to kind of ignore those right now, the 117 and 118 puts, because they're not important at this point. But the big short position in the 122 calls is important at this point. The market is sitting right around that strike price. Now, remember, at expiry, those calls are either in the money or out of the money. The 122 strike is right where the market's sitting right now. So there is a huge tug of war going on between the player that has sold those calls short, and they've sold quite a few. The open interest as of yesterday's close is 121,000, by far exceeding any other open interest in any other June 10-year calls on the whole board. So that's the important strike. We're going to watch that strike over the next day and a half. This morning, after the jobless claims number, which was a lot better than expected, only the market sold off very hard. The 10-year actually traded down below that 122 strike for quite a bit. We did see some other players come in and trying to buy those calls, looking for a short-term trade here into the expiry. The second round of data that we got at 9 o'clock Chicago time was a lot weaker than expected. The Philly Fed data was exceedingly weak. And the market's rallied back a little bit. We're trading the 10-year right now a little bit above the strike. It's at 122.07 right now. But it's going to be tough for the market to really get either much above that strike or much below that strike, I think, until we see some more data tomorrow morning or the Fed governors that are speaking later this afternoon. Unless there's something really earth-shattering, the market's going to tend to drift back down to that strike. If it gets significantly below that strike, then it's going to get very interesting, as those guys that are short that strike are going to push the market even more to make sure that those puts expire worthless. So we're watching a classic battle now, right around this 122 strike in the 10-year, and it's going to be real interesting to see who wins this battle going over the next day and a half. Should be fun to watch. It's a classic, and we're going to remember this one for a long time. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.